My name is Umar Saleh Anka, an environmental activist. I studied natural resource management and climate change. I'm a PhD scholar in natural resource management and climate change. And I'm one of the designated national focal points for United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. When we say environment, of course, we know everyone is a stakeholder, and the purpose of it is just to remind ourselves of the impending dangers that our environment is facing always and all the time. So it's a clarion call to all of us to remind ourselves of the challenges that is bedeviling the environment probably in that decade or in the year we are in. So I think it's just a day like any other days that United Nations used to set aside to remind ourselves of our problems. Plastic, is one of the greatest challenge we have in the world globally nowadays. Close to 20 million tons per year. So just imagine what is going to our sea, what is on our drainages, and what is on the air. Certainly, when it's decomposed, and it's going to undergo certain process, also part of it is to be on as a particle in the air. So one serious solution that can save the world is going circular. Circular economy, meaning that we should deviate from a linear form of using our materials, then going back to what an Hausa man used to say, Nageda Igoma. Like, if you buy a bottle of Coke, use it. Some people may use the bottle instead of throwing it away. It can be taken back to the factory to do it for use it for the same purpose, or give it to another user so that it could keep recycling, so as to save it from being littered around in the environment. So I think the basic thing to do is going circular economy. One's waste product is another person's raw material. So when you imbibe that culture of reusing, recycling, and restoring the environment, then we are going to have a solution to this. Otherwise, you have to take another direction, policy direction, in the sense that government should copy other countries like Cote d'Ivoire and other places in the world that pay a polluter payer policy. You produce a sachet of pure water, make sure that you have some collection points where people can just bring down those sachets, used sachets, water, nylon, and take it back to the company or other people to use. I think it has been practiced in the 80s and it has worked out. During the Jonathan regime, I think Amina Azubair we had planned to come up with that, and there was a policy document which was related to that, but it has not been implemented. So, and thirdly, of course, there has to be like a consistent sensitization from the media, from the civil society, and the community leaders. When we are enlightened, we sensitize, then people are bound to understand the impending dangers. Certainly, if you look around when the rain falls, you see that there were blockages in our drainages and flooding started. So, of course, the economic impact of that flood alone, you can see that if we look around and find solution, clear our gutter, you cannot only clear the gutter until you imbibe that culture of recycling. Waste to wealth. We will not relent in doing so because, like I always said, everyone is a stakeholder in the environment. And if you think you live in the GRA, certainly you will come out to the market and you'll still see that disgusting thing around. So, health-wise, economically, socially, religiously, and otherwise, in all ramification, keeping our environment clean, uh, picking the plastic off the gutters will certainly help us save us from spending so much on our health issues. You need to call on the civil society and the general public on this kind of thing so as to, in order to achieve the full pledge implementation of the policy.